Well, hello. It's good to see you. I wasn't sure
How's
we
good
were going to
thinking,
make
dude?
contact. Can you hear us? We are filming this. Well, we're
Okay, it works.
okay. Great. Well, there we go then. I guess we're going to do this. Hi, everybody. This is rather sudden. Coming back from, well, came up from the south to be here. And
Tell them that it might die. We don't know. This is
yes, so this is a very last minute impromptu. We just got back from, or got up here from places farther south, and we are in Lawrenceburg at the sort of tail end of the flea market. So we'll see what there is and what people have left. I know that there's some viewers who are dealers here. There's some people who are, got to get our admission money out. There are some people who are dealers I know from other shows in the region. And so we'll see whether we find something interesting that we can flip for a profit or at least show you and have fun with. Oh, $5. That's right. That's each. Maybe they'll give us a break because it's so late. Um, yeah. No, like I said, we're just sort of at the tail end of things here. So I guess we'll probably have to pay full board because there's still some time left in this. Hello. There's two.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And when we find stuff, we can take our picture in there. We can even do it if we don't. Let's see here. Are you able to?
I'm on this different software.
Okay, we're using a different software. YouTube wasn't working. We're trying to do something live. I'm not sure how much this is coming through to you, but we're going to just assume it is unless you tell us otherwise. So we are just sort of going to see what's left. This front row, a lot of times, are people who show up at the last minute, and sometimes they have the most interesting stuff or the best prices. So I always like to look through here, even later in the day, and but not too interesting for me. Big old cross. That looks 1980s or 90s, not super old. $5. That's got a big old hoop. So these are 60s era, but they're plastic and they're not anything really too terrific. She gets good stuff that we should have probably been here earlier for that. This one is certainly big and chunky and has big rhinestones in it, and it's $12. But that has a new hook, so that's new jewelry because it's got that lobster claw hook. So I think we don't see anything in this one, but this should be pretty fast. We're getting here later in the day. Some people are going to have things that they didn't want to sell for less that now they're willing to sell for less because they either had a great day and they've already made a lot of money and who cares, or, oh, I didn't have a great day and I'd like to make some more money, so sure, I'll make a deal. So it's not the worst time to shop. It's just that what's left, well, you don't know till you get there. And is anybody able to comment, or are you able to read anybody? Or oh, okay, the antique nomad at gmail.com. And let's see here, more jewelry. All kind of plain, a lot of gold tone, nothing really vintage. Oh yes, these are vintage. They're this sort of foam, like foam resin. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're from the early '80s, but there is a set of four, and that actually is double what you usually get. So we'll ask. This one does not have a hook. Well, it's maybe worn on the high spot, but it also doesn't have a hook. So really, we're kind of buying three. Let's see what that looks like. Hi, how much are your owls? 15 for all four. Okay, thank you. Well, they're 15 for all four, and that's not a terrible price, but I think with 10, okay, you got 10. That sounds fair. Thanks. They also have this pretty piece that's a little damaged, but that's a 1920s, very bejeweled looking comb and brush set. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. How's it been for you out here?
All right.
All right, good. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, well, 4 owls. We got something right off the bat. Okay, what am I doing? I'm holding.
Hold it.
Yep.
Don't pull the cord out and don't push any buttons.
Okay. We are trying to hook up power to this so that hopefully it can keep running for a while for you folks while we attempt to find our way around this market.
I think that will be.
Okay.
That's gonna work.
How about I get around here? I guess we both could. And this next space has a lot of basic transferware, and I always like this though. This probably started a lot of fights in the 1950s. This was a gimmick by Crossley to get housewives to get their husbands to buy them a dishwasher.
Yes.
And it's $17. People had kind of caught on to these as a novelty of a very different era. Let's see what else we have. This is an interesting guitar. Some of these that are shaped like this can be very, very valuable. Some of the early Les Pauls have this interesting shape. This is 1950s. It looks like something that would have been played in a rockabilly group. $250. I don't know the brand. I can't tell. There's no identifying marks that I see, but I just think it's interesting. It's a little chippy, but that sure seems like it could be a great price for somebody who knows what to do with this. And it's even got its original heavy, heavy brass slide. So you can play it like a steel guitar. Let's see what else they have. Okay, now see, this says Murano, and it's pretty, and you want to think Murano, and it is a nice piece of art glass with a lot of silver flake, but look at that really messy bottom there with the bad polishing, and it's really a broken pontal. That just is, and it's super greasy, feeling like new glass. Those just are not Murano qualities. There's a neat swung base or two over there, though, and some good Fenton pieces. And a nice Empoli snifter here for $40, which seems like a perfectly fine price. Let's see what these are running these days. 80 on that, yep. And this one seems to be 85. It has little feet, yes, exactly. You don't see the little feet all too often. Okay, watch your step there. There's some stuff on the ground. Now these are cute. 34 for the pair. That seems about right. They're metal sconces. Oh, hi, Debbie. Good to see you. Oh, a Go Modern. Yeah, that's great. Hey, Yvonne. Good to see you. Oh, it's nice to have some... Well, hi, Bobby. Good to see you, too. Yeah, I'm getting ready to have a big sale that is going to be in my storehouse in a few weeks. So this is going to be my last shopping spree until I get that all ready to go, I think. That is not old at all. A couple of cute little dogs. Well, it's nice to have everybody out there watching. It's nice to be back up here. I haven't been to Lawrenceburg since last fall. Boy, that's actually a pretty good price if you could get them a little cheaper. The yellow, it's this vinyl cord, and you have to make sure it's in good shape because it could stretch, but the colors are really great, and you could probably get double that in Florida, or if you got a little discount, I think you could double your money. This table's inexpensive too, only $50. That's from about 1890 approximately. And there's a nice old bird cage. Oh, very good. Oh, that's great. It's nice to have people joining in from all over on a Sunday. This is, oh, okay. He was telling me that Michelle from Pittsburgh is watching, and it's fun to have a bunch of you here from all over the place because this was very sort of last minute spontaneous. We could not get it to go on YouTube, so we did it on StreamYard. Oh yeah, the little cream top spoons. I just bought a bottle with that in. Yeah, you'll see it all over now that you've seen one. Yeah, these were in the tops. They had special milk bottles. I just bought one of the milk bottles with this in it. And it's got a bubble. Oh, yeah, they don't necessarily hold up too well. Pinchy, yeah. Yeah, I can understand that. They might be more for looking at than using, and that isn't necessarily good. This is an old fur clip, probably one of a pair originally. It's lost a lot of little rhinestones, about 1940. And some albums. The Cult, UK import. See, there we go. UK import makes that a little more valuable. I think it's something to put your records in.
Yeah, it is, but I'm just saying I've never
Looks
seen
like
one
with the hairy guy on it. Yeah, I'm not sure I have either. That right out of the 19. Yeah, that's right about 1970, 72 with that patent date. Yeah, that's cute. Free Coke if I don't tell you about our special. Wonder how many people got in trouble for that. Well, let's see. I keep thinking people are gonna. Some of the graphics are better than this, but I keep thinking these dance floor wax powders are going to be something that somebody will want to protect because you see them from time to time.
How much was the Cult?
The Colt. Did I? Oh, the Cult record was $12. Yeah, $12. It says it's a UK import. I believe them. I didn't look at it to be completely sure. I thought he meant the Colt 45. He or she meant the Colt 45 bar thing. I got stopped in. Oh, okay, very good. Yeah, I got stopped in the Tampa airport for shipping these through my checked baggage once because it looked like a gun to them on the monitor. It never dawned on me. I mean, it's only half of a gun in the first place, and it's molded into a big piece of plastic. The Tampa police just sort of shrugged their shoulders, and TSA was really angry, but the Tampa police were like, "He didn't do anything wrong. It's not a gun." This is kind of neat. It's a great color, too. These are 1940s. Hey, Rob. Good to see you.
Otto asks if you ever buy anything chipped.
Oh, it's got to be really, really scarce. Oh, yes, that's right. So do I buy anything chipped? No, I try not to usually. I look for a lot of things that are production, factory made. And because of that, I figure there is an unchipped, like, a piece of Pyrex. If this has a chip in it, well, somebody else has one that doesn't. So I'm going to wait on that. Whereas if it's something that is part of a set and I need the set to stay together, then maybe I would forgive a chip. Fire King, yeah. No, very bright 1970s colors. You're right. You don't see those often, Zeno. Not at all. I like that orange. Yeah, they have some cute glass. I've been getting a few of these little swanky sligs lately. That's an interesting Murano because of the double colors from the late 70s. So they have some cute stuff here. They know their stuff. This dealer generally doesn't give anything away. $12 a set for this is cute. It's hand painted, and somebody did it on a Bavarian blank in 1928. It says. Yes,
you're not speaking.
I'm not speaking. Yeah, that's true. I don't want to overwhelm because of the microphone. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Oh, did you have that? That's Sorrento. Yeah, Anchor Hawking. I always like that stuff. Except for Lily. Oh, the Nilogue Swan. That's nice for $18. Not a bad price at all. And then this, ooh, this is the butterfly. This might be a buy. This is a Rabia from Finland. And it's got a little bit of information talking about how it's the glaze protects the decoration, but it's $35, but it's the butterfly. You almost always see the cow. So I'm actually going to take a moment and see if I can look this up, if you'll bear with me. I have not had one of these for a while, so I actually have to use the phone for this. And in the meantime, this is an interesting little bottle. That looks like it's 80s, even though it has an Art Deco feel to it. Of course, all of that's starting to come back to you. So yes, sometimes we have to look things up just like everybody else.
71 people.
Oh, well, hi, everybody. I'm glad that you're having fun with us. We haven't gotten to do this in a long time.
YouTube. You're assuming we get money.
Well, I don't see the butterfly picture in here. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. Oh, yeah. Kaj Frank was the designer. That makes sense. and they say that it's worth somewhere in the range of about $50 or so. So there's room in that. It's a good price. It's $35. I mean, I'd be tempted to offer him $25, but I also have bought a lot of stuff this last couple of weeks. I've got a show coming up. I think I have a pretty good idea of what I'm taking and what I'm getting, so I think I ought to put the brakes on for a minute. Sometimes it's not so much about can I get the deal, it's more about is this piece going to fit with other things that I have going right now, and I think maybe another big picture is not really the best thing for me to buy. They've got a, looks like a Shawnee picture over here, the smiley pig. Let's see if it is. Oh, the radios. Oh yeah, those are fun. I'll take a look at those. So we've got Smiley right here. That was what I made the first beeline to. I still like him. They don't sell as much as they used to, or for as much as they used to, but they're still as cute as they were, and people do enjoy them. And another one of those. That's the second one that we've seen in the last few days of the sundial. Yeah, I like this shape. This is definitely Japanese, the Channel Master. And it looks like it's missing one. Is that missing a knob or what? Yeah, it's missing a knob. Darn, I hate when that happens. This is the one I have that's missing a knob, and this one is not missing. I wonder if they know whether this works and how much they would want for it. And then this one's a little later in time. It's just got some chips here, though. I'm really particular about condition on these. I still think that there's enough good ones to be particular, but I like that one. Let me see if I can talk to them for a minute. Do you know whether any of the radios work?
Yes, they work.
They do.
They all work, yeah.
How much is the little one, the brown one sitting on the...
$150, the big white one's $50, and the little small one is $30.
Okay, yeah, they're great. They're actually...
They actually work.
Yeah, no, that makes a big difference. And 30 on the Zenith is actually a pretty good price. If I wanted to try to touch up that gold stuff, I would probably think to do it. The only problem is that that stuff was made to look like a gold plating, but it's really just on plastic. So it's really, really hard to match it up in a way that is, you know, acceptable for restoration, in my opinion. Oh, let's see what else there is. Because time's of the essence, we're going to do our best, folks, as much as we can. We don't know what it's going to be like reception-wise here or anything. So he says carnival glass sale. I like that. I like the holly berry. None of these are really rare patterns. This is nice, but you notice how, and it's an old piece, but it's more just a silvery color. Sometimes it just didn't get a bright, shiny coat, and sometimes things wore off with cleaning over the years. Yeah, I was curious about the holly berry and the dragon and lotus. And that one, yeah. No, I don't think so.
$50 for the two.
50 for the pair. Okay, thank you. Well, that's not a terrible price. But again, a little bit of a factory second. A lot of carnival glass was, because that's why they decided to color over it. Yeah, I think that's just, it's not a bad price. It's just nowadays that's not a price I can really do anything with. And it should be, but it's just, you know, some of those early patterns that you see, certain pieces like those you see a lot of, you just really can't do anything with. So let's see if we see any costume jewelry or anything modernist. Oh, I see a rack over there I like. I'm always up for very small racks that are useful for me at my show, so. Well. Now, space is limited these days. 38. It's not wildly old, it's 80s, you can tell by the brands, but still, they're pretty useful. If it was $30, honestly, I'd probably take it these days. I seem to be getting 60 for these pretty regularly. And it's late in the day. I haven't bought anything really big, so I don't think it'd be a problem to take. Yeah, let's find out. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Would you do 30 on this? You've got 38.
35.
Mm. Yeah, that'd be a little much for. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, well, it probably had a good day because I admit I offered about 20% off, but he didn't even come back at 10% off. So that means that, he probably has eye on using that too for other things. Oh, I've got a person looking for a stamp machine, but it's got to go to Florida yeah. Yeah, this one's priced at 110. These are nice and clear, which they're not always, and these are going to be from about 1970 or so. Would have been the last time this was used. It was probably made in the late 50s, early 60s, but that's a 1975 stamp. So yeah, a lot of times you can find them with the key, and then you can actually use them. And there are collectors who like that sort of thing. Oh, hi Ruth. Nice to have you with us. I imagine it's probably good timing for us over there in the evening. Yes. Now these folks have boxes and boxes of things. So yeah, we're going to take a look through here. They're not always cheap, but they sometimes have interesting things. So, well, I'm going to start here with books really quickly. This looks like it's mainly text and references, though. And textbook of botany, that's something I should read. Little books. Yep, the lid for a Shawnee sundial. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, cool, but okay, now old wallpaper. Here. What do you think? Aw, cute. Yeah, hi there. Oh, now he's curious. Yeah.
Okay, what now?
Well, let's.
The wallpaper.
Yeah, the wallpaper. What do you think of this? Let me pull it out where you can see it.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's right out of the late 70s.
Yeah, it's got the woman on there. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
With the women on there.
Yeah, and wallpaper can be pretty good. So, you okay? Something getting in your eyes? Oh, yeah. Okay, well, we're going to start a bundle here, a very heavy bundle. I'd forgotten how heavy wallpaper is. All right, let's see here.
That guy's like walking, holding a drink, and the dog.
Yeah, well, that's pretty talented if you can manage all of that, I guess. Zeno said that the guy who was just here was had a drink, a cigarette, and a dog in his hand all at the same time, and so we were glad to see the cigarette leave in particular, but I got to give him credit for his efforts. So this is old white lead paint. I wonder how many stars this has. Oh, it looks like a 50, 3, 6. Yeah, when you see 6 and 5, yep, that's going to be a 50 star. So, and that's a rebel flag there with a hole in it.
It's also very bleached out.
Oh yes. So let's see what else there is. Harker 1840. This is near the end of Harker. We're in the 60s, trying to reproduce their 19th century stuff in the 20th century. So that's a bread bowl from that time, probably about 1970. This looks Italian here. She's a bell. It's, I want to be as careful as I can with this stuff because you don't want to destroy it any more than it probably is getting. Yeah. Yeah, the edging, trim, all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, if it was a good pattern, then that would be something to get.
Yvonne likes the wallpaper.
Oh, thank you, Yvonne. I'm so glad. I knew you would. I approve of it too, especially after we rolled it out and saw the figure on it. I think that this could actually be a real winner. So let's see here. Yeah, we'll be careful of it. So this is kind of a mix because this is plastic, but this is metal from an earlier set. So You know, these sell for about 65, 75
Didn't
in
we
good
just
shape.
see this?
This piece,
We
oh
just
yes,
saw that.
yes, not in this chipped up shape, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. This was somewhere else.
Highway.
Yep, yep. We'd been to some other sales, and yeah, we just ran into one that looked a lot like that. That's funny. A penny a kiss, a penny a hug. Put your money in the little brown jug. Oh yes, that's a very groovy color. If it wasn't, it looks like it's stained through the package, don't you think?
No, that's the package.
Oh,
Yeah, that's just dirt on the package.
yeah, it's $8.
Oh. Is it?
Yep, they're a little expensive on some stuff. All right, let's see. They got another row of these. Yeah, this one's always a fun place to root through. A whole lot of new blue and white porcelain. You can tell because there's no imperfections. The paint is sort of sloppy. There's no wear on the bottom. I mean, none of this is going to be old, so don't waste your time. You're not going to find some great Chinese art and artifact piece.
It's called a like weed whacker. I don't know. It runs on electric or gas these days.
It's a little unnerving. Oof. I always feel like I'm going to break something. Oh yes, tea leaf ironstone. Oh yeah, around here you do. Zeno was mentioning you see these a lot around here because this is tea leaf ironstone, and about the time it was popular in the 1860s and 70s in England, it started to come over in great amounts to the Midwest, which was starting to really build up back then. And you see names like Wedgwood and other English companies on it. It's not just them. A lot of times you see England when it's the later pieces, because this was made well into the 20th century, but see a different maker. So some of it does sell. Oh yeah, Old McCoy Blossom Time. Unfortunately, it's got a hairline crack. I hope that didn't happen from being in here, although it looks like an old one. No, but it is really rough on the merchandise to just throw it out this way. And they don't really give great discounts considering, but I think we found something that was cheap enough it doesn't matter.
Going to use Google Lens.
As you want to
Nope.
start collecting. Thank you. Are those amazing?
I think they're really cool. Yeah,
Too.
I'd like to have them. Would 20 be okay?
Right, sure.
Okay,
Do it.
great.
Thank you.
I would say, do you have a bag? But I think I know the answer.
You have like a Walmart bag or a Kroger bag.
Well, I don't know that that would do anything for this, but let's see here, $20. All right, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Yeah, boy, you sure get a lot of stuff.
Well, I love to buy.
Yeah, we do too. Thank you. Well, I should speak for myself. I don't know that you do. All right, let's see. There is a croquet set in there, and that looks like it hasn't been assembled, but I don't think it has the holders.
A ghost says, I have a lot of rebel flag aprons. I don't know what to do with. Made for some type of fundraiser in the 60s.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Well, I mean, there is a customer for them, and it's not necessarily who you think either. So I wouldn't be afraid to sell them. But the problem is the venue. You pretty much have to sell them privately or at a show or something nowadays, it seems. But I think that, oh, Hans Wagner chairs. These are good. Yeah. Yeah. Good mid-century designer, and they have nice weave. This one needs a little bit of repair. This one's in good shape. You could, it'd be easy to recolor it. It's a little faded, but anyway, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think with those things that are, I think with, yeah, so someone said that they have a bunch of rebel flag aprons that they need to figure out what to do with. And the only thing I can think is that, you know, in-person private sales, antique shows, malls, things like that. If you have places that you can put it out in a way where it can be interpreted and understood or explained with a card or something. So, because, you know, eBay's not going to let you do that sort of thing. Well, that's the other thing. If it's made in some place that sounds like a place things weren't made a long time ago, Well, right, exactly. So if it was not made in the United States, I wouldn't be selling any of that kind of stuff. We're looking at things that are old and, like this person said, were made for a function and they exist. Yeah, we should go up here and see what's up because they're getting closed. Some of the best stuff is in the back sometimes, so let's go there if the reception will take us there. How are we doing on all that? Okay, good. And once again, I don't have a cart, of course, so I bought something big and awkward. I figured because we're in a small car and I've been only buying little stuff, this wouldn't happen. Oop. I saw a lighter I like. Tiny bunny.
That's new, isn't it?
Let's see. Manor, Japan. That's kind of cute.
Yeah, they're from Japan.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. You got a couple of them, huh? How much are those?
About 10 each, but I'd do 15 on both of them.
15 for the pair?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think I'll take you up on that, actually. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, they seem to do what they need to do. Well, there we go. Back to something I don't have to schlep around. Out of 20.
Yeah, sure.
All right, thank you very much. That's an easy thing to take to my next show, and I haven't had any new ones, and I need to have something that makes it look fresh. So now let me juggle this for one moment so I can safely put these in where they won't get scratched. There we are.
Tiger popped in.
Hey, Tiger, good to see you. We're just having some fun at a flea market. Came back up from point south of here, and we are in Lawrenceburg at the Tri-State Flea Market, kind of at the last minute on the, it's only once a month, it's always Sunday, and we are at the point where people are starting to pack, so we're just kind of looking for interesting things and deals, and I think we got one. I really think this, oh yeah, I see some interesting signs and things. I see lots of stuff that I like that's big over in this space. Water skis and a big shell-shaped lamp and things like that, but I don't need any of that to drag through the rest of the park. So, but in the back, sometimes I find people who have smaller things that are up our alley, and we'll stop to show anything interesting. As if to prove my point, we walk to the back, and I'm telling you about how, you know, when we've got good internet and the internet goes and is gone. So we're going to walk back towards the front and see what there is to see. There is some neat stuff out still. The Roseville's pretty, and there's a, well, the Niagara Falls motion lamp you can see with the boy next to the palm tree. Yes, yes. Yeah, those are lots of fun. This guy actually has a lot of neat stuff. I really like the bookends here.
Lena Ray says coming back and forth from Dubai.
Oh, very interesting. $50. That seems like a pretty fair price for them. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, hello there. Good, how are you? Lena is, I can't remember why she was there. She'll have to tell us, I'm sorry. Let's see, we have more signs, more furniture. This is, again, when you get to this part of the back, a lot of the little stuff is in under the sheds, but if we're having trouble getting reception here, the sheds are going to be really impossible. I think we've learned that in the past. Yeah. Well, as we get to the front, we can swing that direction and see if you decide. But in the meantime, there might be something interesting on all of these tables. This is a very odd shaped thing that has a purpose, I'll show. Well, oh, the mirror scope. Well, that's fun. That's like a magic lantern where you stick the slides in the back and project them on the wall. Yeah, that's where the light goes. You could plug it in and it actually had a light bulb, and it was like a big magnifier. And this was to vent the heat. But This is Hull pottery, and this would have originally sat in a big metal stand. So that's what's missing. There would have been a metal stand. It would have sat about this high, and the metal stand was shaped so that it would rest on these 3 points and then had a handle. And it was a smoking stand or a side table or a dish or whatever that you could use instead of furniture back in the 60s. So if you ever see an odd piece of wire, don't just throw it away. It might be something. Another projector. Itty bitty marbles from probably Chinese checkers, yes. Yeah, they have some fun things. I mean, it's nice to see some things that sort of represent broader interests in an old house, like Edison record players and trumpets and skates and things that people had fun with. I don't see anything that's really for me to have fun with, though. Lots of cameras. That's one thing I am suddenly low on. Now this one's, even though it's just a brownie, the fact that it has a double lens makes it a little more interesting. And their prices seem fine. I could probably put a bundle together, but I don't know if I'm that hungry to do it. Oh, Tiger, Zeno says to tell you to email me, please. And I guess that's, oh yeah, she knows how to reach me, of course. New Haven Quintet watch. Yeah, yes, of course. Well, I don't see anything I think I have to have here today. So how are we doing? Are we still in communication?
Wow. Some Brookville folks. Hello. Yes.
Okay, very good. Well, we'll do our best. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you taking care of all that because I've got a lot of stuff like that to catch up with. Ooh, wow, Bardol fights the crime gang. This is from Seattle, actually. Bardol was an additives maker based up there, so there was a huge neon sign for them when I was in college that had been there since the 50s. $750. I mean, this is completely like it never was used in the station. So it's $900 because where are you going to find another one that's in this kind of clean condition? But this is definitely what you want. We found purple. Oh, yes, we did. We found 2 pieces of purple, actually. 2 pretty nice pieces. One this morning. You'll see soon. This is interesting. It's in fairly good shape. A little cracked there, but this is in really clean shape. And I guess this would have been probably around 1940 where they're trying to get people to use electric razors. And so they're showing how both their small and their large one, the Shave Master, everything was the something master with Sunbeam. They had the Mix Master and the Grind Master and the Lemon Squeezer Master, I'm sure. They seem to have a lot of that kind of thing. So neat stuff here. I mean, again, you'd have to really want it for your collection because those are not reseller prices, but there are things here that are. And, you know, part of it depends on when you get here in the day and who's out and what they've been finding. But I'm seeing more interesting things here. This is giving me hope because I have to say that the local area seemed kind of picked over and like there wasn't a lot of new stuff this winter that was coming out and available now. So, ooh, look at those Murano lamps there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with the very extravagant applied flowers, and they have 150 for the pair. That's really not bad for what they are. You can see the gold fleck in, probably Venice rather than the island of Murano. There's a little damage right there, though. You can see where one of the leaves is chipped off.
Yeah.
But
Tiger said the shaving thing belongs to, looks like it's Katie.
oh, it does, yes. Actually, yeah, she really likes the Art Deco advertising. I do too, a lot. I have to admit that's one thing she and I really share in common. So I was so glad she got to meet my friend Dave at the Mount Dora show. There's one of those restaurant stands from the 50s and 60s, the red thing for Heinz that you would make the soup in. And these actually usually still work, and they're worth a few $100. Yeah, Heinz would have soups back then. Yeah, and that would be at a counter at a restaurant, and they would make this stuff right there. Yeah, and it's got the big Heinz label on the side, and I'm sorry to bug you. I know you're trying to close, but how much is the Heinz piece
I've
nowadays?
been asking 100 for it.
100? Yeah.
Open for offers.
It's cool. I like it. We're fleeting today because we just got here so late. But okay, thank you. Yeah, that's actually a really good offer.
The Campbell one's more popular, but
Yeah, that's true because they stayed with it.
here's something. The shields.
Uh-huh.
Heinz shape.
It's the Keystone, right, for Pennsylvania. Yeah. Cool. Well,
So
thank
it
you.
had two? Is that all three?
There'd be two, and then you'd swap them in and out. Yeah.
He has an extra one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
because
I
you could have put like up to 4 up here for them to just grab and serve out of while the new one's heated up.
You actually put the can down in there, heat the can.
Oh,
and
it's
then
canned.
pour it out into this.
Oh, I see.
This one came
Okay.
off the Pennsylvania Turnpike out of a gas station.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Interesting.
Bought in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they're usually pretty indestructible. Yeah, it's missing one button there, but it's a pretty complete set otherwise.
I've only seen one before in my life.
Yeah,
Campbell's.
I've only seen 1 or 2 myself, actually. Well, thank you. That was interesting.
He has more of the same thing.
Oh yeah, the Blossom Time. Yeah, that's nice stuff. I mean, it really is. I'd like to buy it from him, but I still have a few pieces, and I have a couple of pieces I have to get to customers. So, well, we can try to go under the awning there and see the folks who are shutting down there, and then I think that's about it because we really are getting near the end of the day here. Oh, look at that carved chair with the Old North Wind and the big old lions. Yeah, that's neat. That looks like something. Oh yes, and the Rose of Sharon, is that underneath? In any event, yeah, is that right? I should know my English history better. Anyway,
It's some kind of rose, I guess.
yeah, it's a really neat piece. 1890s, yeah, that would have been probably in a photo studio with that sort of a shape. Generally, those were, I mean, they might have used them at home, but it was more for something fancy to be a prop for people to sit on and stand around when they had group photos taken back then. So let's see what's left here. This is usually, of the 2 pavilions, this is the one I usually do the better in. I don't know why the middle pavilion has never really shown me a lot. It's interesting to be back here. It was not entirely expected, and then getting on the air was not entirely expected. So thank you all for coming along with us here. I gotta take these silly things off. There we go. Yeah, I guess so. That'll be all right. Those are interesting with the Chinese figures on them. Those look like 1920s or 30s. And that is the original paint color because Chinese reds were a popular color in the early to mid 30s. So kind of a cute set. I wonder how much they have on them. $95. That's actually pretty inexpensive. I think those could sell for a chunk more than that. Maybe not double, but possibly close. Sorry, I've got to turn off my phone before it burns me alive. Oh, my mother has this in her collection. The very early digital clock, yes. Yeah, that was about the first digital clock. It was just little rotors that ran around. Oh, and look at that, a piece of Kurok. Just a little bit worn, otherwise I would be getting it for that price because I like the butterflies. On a butterfly kick today, it seems like. There's the Kanawha picture, and yeah, $49 on the orange and amberina Kanawha picture over there.
Barely orange.
Well, it's barely orange, but yeah, Kanawha varied. I mean, they were not as careful with their colors and some of that aspect of their formation. Wow, a lot of very nice furniture.
What about the jacks? What they do were real metal jacks that were like that big.
They looked newer. I mean, there have been various generations of those. They remade those when I was a kid, and they've been remade at periods since then. So I think they were in a newer era, but maybe not brand new. Hello there. How are you? How's it been? I'm glad to hear that. Doing just fine, and it's the first time that we've been around for a while, so we just figured we'd come and say hello and make the rounds really quickly just to say hi, and then I'll come back and be serious about shopping next month.
You're on camera.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forget. Good to talk to you. Yeah, he's got fun stuff and a lot of it, and I would spend more time with it, except that, you know, he's a pro dealer and he knows what he's got, and there's not really deals in his booth in that regard. Wow, that's very specific. Oh, I'm sorry. Terracotta. This is at least a few years old. You can tell it has natural weathering. Kind of an interesting piece and a great size if you're looking for something that would just be a statement piece. It's $189. The suitcase with the photos, yes, I thought that was pretty funny. It's and you know, there is some truth to that. There are people who look for people who look like them. There's people who collect for because they're estranged from their family, and they'll make up a new one. I mean, it's an interesting and sometimes different kind of collecting area. Lots of hat pins. We're going to see if they're newer. There's no knob in the shank, and the way this is made, I think it's a button that's been adopted. And so I'm not going to bother looking at the rest, because once I figure out that, you know, it's okay that they're repurposing and somebody will love that, but it's not old for me. Ooh, look at that. Wow. A Bronco belt owned by Ralph. I think it was owned by someone else first. Don't I see an O there? Maybe it was oral and then Ralph got it afterwards and added the PH. Yeah, something's going on there. Somebody ripped it off of somebody else. Hell yeah. Oh, these are good. The pink pigs, the money bag you don't see very often. And this one, I mean, their prices are high, but this one's really hard to find. They did pink pigs around 1910, and they did white bears. And this one has the whole damn family, which is very risque for 1910. So that's kind of fun. They really do have a... Oh, we are at Lawrenceburg, Indiana. We just came up from the south, and this is the first time I've been here since last fall. And we're kind of late in the day. A lot of people are packing up, but I'm just trying to show you folks some stuff as much as we can while we have a signal and a battery and all that good stuff, because we haven't been around to do this much. Now, this is something that would sell back out west. And this one actually has some pieces they don't usually. That's why it's $75. They almost never came with the triangle and the tongs. And now we'll move away from the music, which was very unexpected and came up really fast. The Old Derby Ale. That's from Wisconsin, actually, but it definitely looks like a Kentucky thing, and that's priced at $125. This is going to be right after Prohibition. Let's see if we can get this direction. And that's a safer distance away. Yeah, sometimes you just have to move with the music or away from the music. Yeah, that was quite a lot of cologne, wasn't it? Oh, that too, yeah. No, that's kind of cute. It's got the silver fleck, and you can imagine where that's from. It's got indentations for ashtrays. It's a little slick, so probably 80s, but I like that one. Hello. Oh, I'm not sure. I like it. Nothing, actually.
No price.
Didn't see anything. Yeah, this was sitting in it, but I didn't see a tag on the other one.
There wasn't price. I don't know. $6?
Yeah, I would take it for that. Thank you.
Sure. No idea what I did on it, so it's a fair guess.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it. Sorry, there's a little widened up, but I'm trying to juggle here a little bit. Do you have any paper by any chance? I just need one piece. It can go in this bag, just to make it easier on you. Okay, let me get out of your way. Yeah.
On there, but that was a
Makeup jar, yeah.
because her bottom inside is rounded.
Right.
But then somebody told me, oh no, that's an ink pot.
No, I don't think so. I think you're right that it's makeup because it's got this flange that fits over the outside, and if it was an inkwell, they wouldn't need to have that, is it?
It's a little
Oh yeah, a little chipped in there, yeah.
But it's rounded on the inside.
Yeah.
That's what it said makeup.
No, that's very cute, and I think you're right actually about that. But okay, very good. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Keep looking. There's lots of stuff.
Oh yeah, no, that's great. It's nice to get in and get to see some things. We were kind of late today. Well, that was nice and a very fair price. Let's see here. A lot of clear glass, child's dishes, some bottles. I mean, I'm sure they've got other stuff that would be interesting. But we also, there's been lots of shopping going on, so don't necessarily have to have it all. Where is that then?
I have no idea.
Usually those tins are from England or
Like a
Wales.
waterfall coming. Is that a real place?
I would think so. It says that it came from England,
Yeah,
and
but
I
where is that
imagine.
in England?
Well, I don't know. I was thinking maybe it said, but
We have people from the
yes,
UK.
if there's someone from the UK who
no,
recognizes.
it's Niagara Falls at the bottom.
Oh, it's because it's
Yeah,
all
yeah, yeah.
rusted at the
See
top.
right there.
Oh, of course.
I'm like,
There we go.
It
Yeah, that didn't look like England.
didn't look like Niagara
The giant
Falls
waterfall
either.
of England, you don't know of
It
that?
looked like
No, not particularly. Yeah, we probably better go forward because that's where we keep our receptions. So we'll head this way. Oh, there's one of these for sale in Snohomish at Star Center Mall, and it's priced just about exactly the same. I was telling you everything was master with Sunbeam, and there it is. The Mix Master does a lot of amazing things. It turns into an ice cream freezer and cans and coffee. This would have been a store display from the 30s. And yeah, inside it's got all the shelves, so it's actually really useful. Oh, wow, and it's got the prices. Oh, how fun. Yeah. $15.75. I mean, gosh. Oh, I've owned one before, yeah.
Like this?
I have a friend who has this same piece, and he has the same price on it in Washington State.
Oh, ours is $450.
$450 is what you would do? Yeah, yeah. I think he's probably about there too, because he started it where you did.
Somebody opening
Oh, a presentation. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Or, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Oh, well, thank you. That was fun. Interesting to run into that.
Has one just like this. Has one just like this.
Yeah, out in Washington, and priced about the same as yours, similar condition. Well, that's what he said. So I think you guys are in the right ballpark. Sometimes it's like that with pricing. I mean, how many of those are there on the market at a given time? Oh, yes, I always like the Scotch. Yeah, I've had these before. Well, I think this one's actually called a Pelican cooler, and then there's a Scotch style that's red, I think. And those are very pretty stained glass lamps. I like those a lot. I wish I had room to take them home. Those would be good with shades, actually. They'd go in Florida, I'm sure. And see, in Florida, they're going to start getting into thunderstorm season, which means it's actually darker in the summer, so lights are more of a thing if your electricity doesn't go out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so, but they're fun. Well, no, they say 71. They might actually be original. Yep, yep. There's a lot of new old stock of this being found because a lot of that generation is leaving us, so it's starting to come out of the woodwork. So that may very well be, especially, I would say the way they have it priced, it probably is real. Yeah.
Where do you see 71?
In the signature.
Oh, yeah.
Unless they're reprints, but nope. See, this is the Vagabond Creations. I bought several from this
Where's the
collection
71
before.
here, though?
Well, you just have to assume because I know the story about these. I bought several of these, but I bought the really, really freaky ones, remember last year? And they were on Thrift Battle and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh, mushrooms. That's fun out of the 70s. And they've got some quilt tops and things that are very nice, and you know their prices are what they should be. So Karen Williams, this is one time a month. It's every first Sunday, and I've been down south and then back up here, and this is the first chance I've had to get to it. So we thought we'd share it with you as best we could. I'm glad it's working. We had trouble on the YouTube app, but Zeno made it work. $40 each on the Bakelite. Look for the ones with the eyes if you're going to buy this. That's going to be more valuable. Look for the brighter colors as well. Oh yes, lots of naughties, nudies, and bathing beauties. My mother just left me a bunch of these from her collection, and I've always really thought they were cute. And there's a very nice purse up here, a mesh purse. Can you tell what it's German rather than American, but it's got a great look. Can you tell what the price is? Are you able to flip it? 85. Yeah, that's fair for those now. Yeah, I would say that's about right. She has some nice jewelry too, but again, this is, a lot of the dealers under the canopy here are they're professional dealers. I mean, they have good stuff. It's priced fairly. Hello there. It's very nice, and it's I mean, I've got to sell retail too, so I can't expect everything to be flea market priced when they have good things. And I mean, we all collect for our collections as well. Although I have to say, this wallpaper, I promise I won't put on the walls of my room. Oh, let's see. Hello. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. And it probably is. It's got the it's got the mark BIT there. So yeah, that's nice. It's got one little chip, but it's a nice piece. Yeah, but it's still they often do. I mean, that was one of the things with the Italian ceramics then. Yeah. How much is the ashtray?
I mean, $100.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great price and really a fair price now. I mean, they're just really, really popular. Well, thank you very much. Okay, and we'll look at one other thing over here on our way. $22, and this was their patented design from 1969 when they came up with putting the taper candles in around a big candle as the centerpiece. So it's Fenton, and this color, of course, does glow under a black light. So there might be room in that, especially if there was a negotiation. But I don't know that I'm going to mess with that. I've got an armful already. Yeah, that looks a little bit deadly and sinister. This is interesting. Japanese, but they're trying modernism too at this point. You can tell with that sort of Polynesian gentleman in the background. But it doesn't say Japan, but they usually had a paper label, and a lot of times people put them in the dishwasher. That is not treasure craft. If you flip it over, it'll be Santa Anita ware. I almost wrote a book on that company too, but I couldn't find enough information. They did mainly dinnerware up until the late 60s. Well, that's $12, and I think it's probably worth $20, but again, I've got a whole bunch. I'm getting ready for figuring out what we're going to do, and at some point we'll have a big treasure craft sale. So I think we'll have lots of that sort of thing for that. Well, I think we did it. I think that's kind of it. I mean, there's the building, but can we even go in there with the reception with that? Okay, well, I'm willing to try.
If it craps out.
Yeah. If so, we'll apologize for not saying goodbye properly. So yeah, I think we go in this sideway here. Although they may be packing out. It may be too late to go in there. Is it after 3? Yeah, I have a feeling. Yeah, they're in the closeout phase. This happened once before when I was here. I got here this late, and they said, "Oh, please don't come in because we're packing up." And yeah, because some of them have jewelry and stuff. I understand that. That's why they pay a little extra to be in the building. That and air conditioning. Although it didn't need that today. It was pretty nice. I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised to have found a few things coming as late as this. I mean, there was a real mob when we got here, but they were all going out to their cars with bags full of stuff. So you knew that there was a lot of fun here. Yet we can see if there's anything here, and then we can do our final. I can show off the goods. No. Let's go to the front. No, they're packing. Yeah, it's about that time though. It is for me anyway. Okay.
Show us what you got.
All right, let's see. Well, it wasn't a ton of stuff, but I got the groovy wallpaper for $20, 2 big rolls. Look up wallpaper online if you're a reseller. I think
Here,
you'll be
I'll hold this up, you
surprised.
hold the other side.
Okay.
Yep.
And this
See
is
the-
definitely, see the female figures? This is so 70s. I just thought, yeah, somebody is going to think that this is really crazy and kind of fun. And so I have a feeling this might actually have been a real sleeper. And it's almost one full roll and then another one that's never even been opened. So that's kind of cool. And then let's see in here, it wasn't a whole lot. I got this bowl for $6 because it is 80s, but it's cranberry and it is Italian and it's got the nice silver fleck. And I just thought it was a pretty piece and that was a very good price. And then the 4 owls, which,
That was in the beginning.
yeah, this was in the beginning. There were 4 of these and they were $10 for the set of 4, which is awfully, awfully cheap. These are late 70s as well. And then the other 2 things from the 60s, well, 50s and 60s, are these 2 little cigarette lighters from Japan, but this one has an evil looking bunny on it and is actually older than it looks. And this one has a nice Art Deco design. So those ought to all be winners, I think. And we didn't spend too much time or too much money, but we got to say hello to everybody again. And were there any questions or anything I didn't really talk about as we were going through there? Okay, well, yeah, if anybody has any questions, do go ahead and drop them in the chat and I'll be happy to talk to you about anything. I see this person behind us has one of those red Ingrid, the picnic balls, yeah, with all the plates in it. Yes, yes, I just sold one of those for $30 actually. And it looks like they've also got maybe a Caro Nan purse, but I've never seen a little girl on one that I can think of, sitting out there with the painted design on it that looks like a basket. Yeah, that's the party ball. It says Ingrid on top, and it looks Scandinavian, and it's a great design. Each of those is a bowl, and then there's smaller bowls and graduated plates, and everything you need for a picnic fits just in that. And they called it the party ball, and they sold a lot of them around 1980. And then this, oh, it's just applied. Yeah, this is just somebody's. I am stepping on the cotton. Sorry about that. That one is just a knockoff of the Caro Nan style. So I guess we did it. It looks like everyone else did fine too, because they are tired and ready to go home, and I'd say I am too. So if anyone has any questions, let us know. Otherwise, we will say thank you very much for watching, and we had fun. It was, there we go. Yes, well,
Grace.
can't take me anywhere.
His middle name's Grace.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, now I'm a wreck because I don't have my sunglasses to keep myself in order. So with that, I guess we'll just say goodbye, and we will talk to you sometime really soon, actually. I think we'll have another live broadcast or a sale or something coming in the next week or 2. So stay posted, and we'll notify you about that.
As long as I can figure out how to do this. Okay. Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.